Al-Muhaymin, it means the one who witnesses what the slaves do, say, and believe. So nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever we do, whatever we say, whatever we have in our hearts and conceal in our hearts, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about it. Allah said in the Quran, As-salamu al-mu'minu al-muhaymin. So Al-Muhaymin is one of the perfect names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It means the one who witnesses what the creations do, say, or believe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, قُلْ إِن تُبْدُوا مَا فِي صُدُورِكُمْ أَوْ تُخْفُوهُ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ. So whatever you reveal of what is in your heart, or you keep it concealed in your heart, Allah knows about it. So you might conceal something from me because I cannot see what is in your heart. The devil that is with you cannot see what is in your heart, cannot know what is in your heart. He might predict by looking at you, the impressions you give in your face. He might predict that you are scared, you are worried, something like this. But the devil cannot know what is in your heart. And the angels are informed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about what this person concealed in his heart. See how they write, the two angels, Raqib and Atid. They write down whatever we say, whatever we do, and whatever we believe. Whatever we say, they can hear it. Whatever we do, they can see it. But whatever we believe, Allah informs them about what this person had in his heart, and so they write it down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about what we say, what we believe, and what we do. And that's the meaning of Al-Muhaymin. Allah witnesses what we do. Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, Wallahu shaheedun ala ma ta'malun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala witnesses what you do. So nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always remember that you might conceal something in your heart from your parents, from your wife, from your husband, from your children, your relatives, from your boss at work, but you cannot conceal that from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Keep that in mind and fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your home, in your work. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you are dealing with others, your wife, your children, your neighbors, your boss, your colleagues at work or at uni. Always have that fear of Allah Azza wa Jal, and know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala witnesses what you do. Sahal at-Tusturi was one of the righteous Muslims in the past. His uncle raised him in the Islamic way, in a pious and righteous way. And he became one of the righteous Muslims, this person, Sahal at-Tusturi. His maternal uncle, who was raising him, looking after him, taking care of him, he wanted to teach him a lesson. So he said to him, "Oh my son, say every day, Allah knows what I do, Allah witnesses what I do. Nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Expressions like this. So he said them. Then after a while, he came back to him and said, "Are you saying this?" He said, "Yes." Then he said to him, "Say more now." He started saying them frequently. To an extent, he kept on saying, Allah witnesses what I do, Allah sees what I do, Allah knows about what I do. Nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He kept on saying this. Then after a while, his uncle said to him, "Oh my son, the one who knows that Allah knows what he does, sees what he does, witnesses what he does, would he disobey him?" Then he said, "No." Then he said to him, "Don't ever disobey Allah." From that statement or statements he used to repeat, they became engraved in his heart. And that pushed him to an extent that he wouldn't come near a sin afterwards, because he's always recalling these statements. Allah sees what I do. Allah witnesses what I do. Allah knows about what I do. So every time he would recall these statements, and that kept him away from the sins, and he excelled in religion until he became one of the prominent righteous Muslims. So that's the meaning of Al-Muhaymin, the one who witnesses what the creations do, say, and believe.